Let's face it, being smart isn't always cool, at least not at first. But here's the truth, your brain is your superpower, and if you're hiding it to fit in, you're playing the wrong game. Don't dim your light just because others can't handle the brightness. Embrace your abilities and own your potential, even if that means standing out. Some people will roll their eyes every time you raise your hand. Others will whisper when you get another A. That's not your problem, it's theirs. Most people criticize what they don't understand or what they secretly wish they had. Your job isn't to make everyone like you, it's to become the best version of yourself. The moment you stop seeking approval, you gain power. Real power. You'll find yourself less distracted, more focused, and way ahead of the class. Confidence isn't arrogance, it's knowing you belong in that top spot, even if others won't admit it out loud. But here's the twist, confidence without kindness is just ego. If you want to be the genius who's secretly respected, even if they act annoyed, balance your confidence with humility. Be smart without acting like you're above everyone. That contrast makes people pause and sometimes admire you. You're not here to play small. You're here to win quietly, smartly, and without apology. Being the genius in the room means taking risks, standing alone, and letting your results speak louder than their gossip. People fear what they can't control, and if you're 10 steps ahead, they'll feel that. So step into your power. Let them talk. You've got goals to crush, grades to ace, and a future that won't build itself. Be the genius they whisper about, because one day they'll want your help. Getting top grades isn't about how many hours you study. It's about how you study. Genius isn't just about knowledge. It's about using the right strategy at the right time. You need to study smart, not long. Break everything down into patterns, systems, and connections. That's how hackers think, and geniuses win. Start by finding your brain's rhythm. Are you a night owl or an early riser? Do you learn better by listening, watching, or writing? Once you know your learning style, you can optimize every study session like a tech upgrade. You're not cramming, you're installing a system. Next, challenge the system. Don't just memorize facts, ask why. Dig deeper, predict test questions. Teach concepts out loud, like you're explaining it to a 5-year-old. If you can't simplify it, you don't really understand it yet. Mastery comes from clarity, not just repetition. Use tools that give you an edge. Flashcards, Pomodoro timers, spaced repetition apps like Anki, AI tutors. There's no shame in using tech to outsmart the competition. This isn't cheating. It's playing chess in a world full of checkers. Every genius has a method. Yours should be invisible and efficient. Don't brag about how hard you work. Let your results speak. Be the student who finishes early and scores the highest, leaving everyone wondering how you did it. That's power. You're not just studying for school. You're training your mind for life. When you study like a nerd and think like a hacker, you stop surviving school. You start mastering it. Want to really get under people's skin. Be amazing and mysterious. Talk less in class. Don't explain how much you studied. Don't announce your grade. Just smile when the results drop and go back to your notebook. Silence speaks louder than flexing. Here's the trick. People fear what they can't figure out. When you're quiet, calm, and consistent, it drives them crazy in the best way. They can't predict you. They don't know if you're struggling or winning until the top score shows your name. While others compete for attention, compete with yourself. Speak when it matters. Ask smart questions. Drop insights like bombs. Don't dominate the room. Control it with precision. That's how you gain silent respect, even from your haters. Being quiet doesn't mean being passive. It means being strategic. Listen more than you speak. Observe more than you react. Know what's happening in class even when you're not in the spotlight. Knowledge is your weapon, and patience is your shield. The less you say, the more they wonder. And in that mystery, you build power, not arrogance, presence. People may not like you, but they won't ignore you. And deep down, some will wish they were more like you. So stay silent, stay sharp. Let them talk, laugh, gossip. When the grades come back, the truth will speak for you, and that's all you'll need. Let's be real. The better you get, the more hate you attract. People don't always cheer for winners, they envy them. But here's your advantage. You don't need their approval. You just need your purpose. Ignore the petty stuff. People will say you're lucky, that the teacher likes you, that you probably cheat. Smile. Say nothing. Keep winning. That drives them more insane than any comeback ever could. Learn the difference between criticism and jealousy. One helps you grow. The other tries to shrink you. Don't take advice from people who aren't where you want to be, especially if they're louder than they are successful. If the hate ever feels heavy, remember, pressure creates diamonds. You're leveling up in real time, and if no one's hating, you're probably not doing anything impressive. Haters are proof you're on the right track. Protect your peace. Build a small circle of real friends who support your grind. Laugh, relax, be human. But outside of that circle, stay focused. You're not here to please everyone. You're here to build a life they'll wish they had. So next time someone calls you a try-hard, just nod and say thanks. Because trying hard is what separates winners from watchers. Let them hate. You'll keep leveling up. The real flex isn't grinding loudly, it's winning quietly. People respect the student who doesn't complain, doesn't show off, but always shows up. That silent hustle speaks louder than any brag. When they realize you're always ahead and never stressed, they'll wonder if you have a secret. It's called discipline. Discipline is what separates the smart from the unstoppable. Being naturally gifted only gets you halfway. What wins in the long run is showing up every single day, even when you're tired, distracted, or unmotivated. That's where the real genius is built, not in talent but in habits. Don't get sucked into comparison. Let your classmates talk about how little they studied or how hard the test was. That's their game. You're playing a different one. You're building mental muscles they can't even see. So when they panic, you're calm. When they cram, you're already done. The truth? Hard work only looks hard when you don't have a system. Create routines that run on autopilot. Wake up at the same time. Review notes for 20 minutes every night. Set deadlines a week early. When everything becomes a habit, it feels effortless. And that's what makes you look like a genius. And here's the twist. The more consistent you are, the less you'll need to study. You'll remember faster, understand deeper, and walk into exams like you already won. That's what mastery feels like. It's not luck, it's not magic, it's discipline. Repeat it until it looks like talent. So keep moving in silence. Let your results make noise. When your classmates wonder how you always win, smile. Don't explain. Just keep building. Because when you outwork everyone and make it look easy, you become unforgettable. This version of you, the smart one, the quiet one, the hated genius, is just the starter pack. What you're building now is way bigger than a report card. You're creating discipline, clarity, and confidence that will follow you for the rest of your life. The truth is, high school or college isn't the final boss, it's just level 1. Your real life begins the day you realize your mind is your most powerful tool. Not looks, not likes, not followers, focus. That's what creates freedom. Use this time to build skills that last. Learn how to speak well, lead projects, and stay calm under pressure. Understand money. Take care of your mental health. No one teaches this stuff in class, but it's what separates dreamers from builders. Don't shrink yourself to fit in. Stand tall even when they laugh. Be the nerd, the overachiever, the try hard. Because one day those words won't hurt. They'll sound like compliments. Like proof that you never gave up on yourself. You don't have to be loved by everyone to succeed. You just need to stay locked in on your future. In 5 years, the people who hated on you, they'll still be talking. You'll be living a life they never imagined. Now I want to hear from you. What's your biggest goal right now? Be real. Drop it in the comments, whether it's passing a test, starting a business, or proving everyone wrong. Let's flood this space with ambition. Let's show the world what hated geniuses are really made of.